219. 219 to talk.
The barber and my co-host,
Rev KJ.
And we're here today on 219 to talk, and we're going to talk about a few current events and some of these sports. Like I said, I want to welcome y'all to our show today, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about the NFL, which is getting ready for a shake-up, because we got so many players now trying to sign the billion-dollar contracts, and I don't know if that's going to happen, because how you going to take $1 billion from billionaires? They're not going to let that happen. So, KJ, what do you think about what's going on in the NFL right now?
Well, I mean, really, as far as the contracts go, it's starting to stop at the quarterback position. You look at, supposedly, two of the biggest things that are going to be issues that they want to address from the owner's standpoint is coming off season, because at the end of this season, the CBA is over.
Right.
So they have to go through negotiations again for another collective bargaining agreement.
Exactly.
And the owners, the players are going to push for guaranteed contracts.
Right.
Front to back. You know, we signed for 5 years, $50 million, $50 million is guaranteed.
Right.
And the owners are going to push as a counter argument. Well, if that's what y'all want, we want more games per year, 17 or 18, and or more leeway in regards to what we pay quarterbacks. Because the quarterbacks, everybody's so hell-bent on having a franchise quarterback that these owners are basically backing up the Brinks truck to these quarterbacks.
Right.
If you sign your quarterback this year to a mega deal, and next year your star receiver is up for a contract, 2 years after that your star running back is up for a contract, you kind of strapped on what you can give them because your quarterback is eating up so much of the salary cap, which indirectly is
you got to understand something about the collective bargaining agreement that you're talking about. The player himself wants they want a guaranteed contract because of the fact that at any moment, any play can be your last play in the NFL.
And then
any one of them plays could be your last play in the NFL. Now, the reason why the owner's not going to give you all of your money guaranteed is because any play could be your last play in the NFL.
Well,
so why would I'm going to guarantee you $50 million, but if you go out there and get hurt game one and can't ever play again, I still got to give you $50 million?
Hey, it's working in baseball and basketball.
That's not, but you got to understand something. Baseball is non-contact. Basketball, for the most part, is non-contact. You won't have more than likely you won't get hit and have a season-ending career in basketball or baseball.
You're right. You're less
but
likely
in football,
football.
In football, you can get hit and not remember your name tomorrow.
But can I interest you in the stat, though? Annually, profit-wise and revenue-wise, NFL generates more money than basketball and baseball combined.
Oh, I understand.
So we making the most money, but we get the less comfort. We get the less peace of mind.
But your likelihood of finishing an NFL contract is a lot less than it is in baseball or in basketball. Because the thing is, like I said, any play out there can be your last play, and I still got to pay you all your money. I don't think that that's fair, and the owner's not going to think that that's fair, because who wants to still be paying car notes on a car sitting in the driveway that don't run? But you don't want to pay the car note on that no more. You want to get rid of that.
But now here's the counter for that. If I'm a middle of the road wide receiver, I'm not an Antonio Brown or Jerry Rice. I'm just an average receiver, probably about 45 catches, 4 touchdowns a year.
You won't be in the NFL.
I have
first of all.
I have a
not with those 4 touchdowns a year. No, you're going to have to do way more than that to get your stock up. But go ahead. I understand what you're saying.
I have a breakout year.
Right.
I catch 85 balls.
Right. 15 touchdowns.
1,200 yards. 15 touchdowns. Make the Pro Bowl. So now we come back to the negotiating table, me and the owners. This is my contract year.
Right.
I sign a 5 years, $65 million deal.
Right.
They basing that contract on what I did this past season and what they expect from me moving forward.
Right.
Well, the owners benefit, well, the players benefit from it. I mean, it's a give and take on. It's a catch-22 either way. If I go out there and we lose quarterback, we trade for another quarterback, or I just flat out don't commit myself to becoming a better player, and I go from 85 catches back down to 45, 50 catches.
Right.
I'm still getting that money guaranteed.
Right.
So, I mean, it's a win for the players, and it's a coin flip. You never know from what, just like you just said, a player can blow out his knee and have his career ended.
Right.
A player can also be playing on a level of a Terrell Owens,
Exactly.
but making bottom feeder money. So,
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
either way, somebody going to win and somebody going to lose.
Exactly. But that's where your agent and your negotiations and all that come in.
But why can't you see that noise? They're going to stop getting too much money.
I'm just saying that I don't think there's ever going to be guaranteed contracts, full guaranteed contracts in the NFL.
They just did it last
Because
year.
of the contract. I mean, because of the contact, it being a contact sport.
They just did it last year with Kirk Cousins. Contract fully guaranteed.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about across the board.
Well,
I understand what you're saying.
gotta start somewhere, though.
But Kirk Cousins was a wrong person to gamble on. First of all,
True,
he is
true,
trash.
true.
Let's just be honest. He got he was one of those that did what you just said. He capitalized off of having one great season, and everybody was expecting him to continue. He got paid off of potential. Put it like that. They saw his height, his size, his arm strength, and said, okay, well, he's going to be one of the greats. He's not. He's not going to ever be one of the greats. He's trash. And that's just all it is to it. Now, Russell Wilson went out there and bust his butt and proved year after year that he was going to be a great. And they hesitated on signing him. Now, Kirk Cousins was definitely a beneficiary of potential and white privilege. But plain and simple. You can say it easy. I have no other way to say it. He's a white dude out there. You know, they thinking we found us the next great white hope, and you got the next great white hype, which is nothing. Hype ain't nothing.
Well, it just
that's
goes
what they
back
ended
to
up
me and
with.
somebody having a conversation the other day. It's amazing how quick. First of all, it's amazing how easily sports and race can be tied together without us even be obvious to it, without us being obvious to it. Whatchamacallit, Cam Newton,
right,
hurt right now. Kyle Allen, former U of H product, and Texas A&M,
right,
started the past two games. First game had a solid game. This last game had had 4 touchdown passes, but other than the 4 touchdown passes, it like he threw for 360 yards and set the league on fire. I mean, 4 touchdown passes by anybody in one game is commendable.
Yeah, that's
other than 4
above
touchdown
average.
passes. It's not like he turned the Carolina offense upside down. Yet Cam Newton has been a league MVP. He's played in Super Bowl. Has been top 10 quarterback, I say, for the better part of his career. Yet after 2 games, they're ready to run Cam Newton out of town for Kyle Allen. Well, hold on. But you've been letting Andy Dalton start all these years, and he average at best. You've been letting Matthew Stafford start all these years. He's average at best.
Below average to me.
You've been letting Kirk Cousins start. I mean, it's like they are as good as Russell is and as accomplished as Russell Wilson is. You let Russell Wilson go out there and have 3 or 4 bad games in a row.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be ready to sit him down.
Ready to sit him down.
Well, you got to understand something about Cam. First of all, Cam, because of his size, he gets officiated different than a lot of other quarterbacks.
Man, just his size.
Yeah, I'm just saying that size. Well, that's gonna always be in there. You can't block it out. But because of his size, Cam gets hit above the shoulders all the time. You know, down low where you better not touch these Brady's or none of them. Slap them in the face, and that's a 15-yard penalty. You hit him around the ankle, that's another 15 yards. So Cam gets officiated a little differently because of his color and his size and his style of play. Cam is reckless abandon. He's trying to stretch every play. He's not the kind of quarterback that drop back and ain't nothing there, I'm going to throw it away and play for the next play. He going to stretch the play. He going to run out the pocket. He going to try to use his athleticism. And sometimes he takes shots that other quarterbacks, first of all, can't take or shouldn't be taking. You know, Cam has put his body on the line a lot for Carolina. And like you said, Carolina is ready to dispose of him because he's not the next hottest great thing right now. You know, he gave him his body. That's why I think the players should get guaranteed money and get the most you can get when you can.
Well, I don't think they're ready to dispose because he's not the next hottest thing. It's just that their tolerance or their leash for a black quarterback is a whole lot shorter. This dude has been in the league for, 8-9 years now? And all of a sudden he gets off to a bad start this season. Now, he did look bad in preseason too. But obviously he's not 100%. But this dude is giving you 8, or however many years he's been in the league. We'll just say 8. 8 years of MVP, Super Bowl, Pro Bowl type play.
Right.
He gets off to a bad start this season. Y'all already, when I say y'all, I'm not necessarily talking about the people in Carolina. I'm talking about the talking heads on sports radio.
Right.
Ready to cut him off. Andy Dalton has given you bad seasons.
Consistent.
You know what I'm
bad
saying?
season.
And he's still a staple in Cincinnati. And Matthew Stafford, I'm not going to say Matthew Stafford is garbage, but Matthew Stafford hasn't done anything to warrant him getting the leash.
He's at
Look at
best.
Vince Young. Vince Young came in, run Rookie of the Year his rookie season. And again, I'm not saying these guys will ultimately be, I'm not saying Vince Young would have been a Hall of Famer, but it's just surprising to me how this dude made the Pro Bowl and won Rookie of the Year his rookie season. And the next season, they were ready to run him out of Tennessee.
Right.
But you let his name had been Shane Hawthorne instead of Vince Young. You can't tell me he still wouldn't have had a job in the league at least longer than what he really did.
Well, you got to understand something. That with a black quarterback, first of all, before Doug Williams, no black quarterback was good enough to win a Super Bowl anyway. You know, we didn't have the intelligence. We had the physical stature, but we didn't have the intelligence to run a team, none of that. So the thing about it is there's always been disparity in the NFL when it comes to a black quarterback and a white quarterback. Black quarterback got to be 3 times better than that white quarterback to win that position. And black quarterback got to perform today. Ain't no development with you. We're not trying to give you 3-4 years to sit behind Tom Brady or somebody to develop into the quarterback we want you in the future. Your future is today or never. That's it when it comes to the NFL and black quarterbacks. They want them black quarterbacks to come out of the league, out of college ranks and get in the league and become phenomenal day one.
That ain't black quarterbacks, that's our quarterbacks. If they draft
really high. No. You're not understanding what I'm saying. White quarterback has development time. Black quarterback is tossed it. Just think about it. Tossed out there to the wolves. We got Deshaun Watson, straight out of college. We had somebody that could have played that season and started and let Deshaun learn and develop behind him.
Oh, Fitzpatrick?
Yeah, Fitzpatrick. Yeah. Man, come on, man. Fitzpatrick, when he was here, he was good, brother.
No, I'm not saying he wasn't.
When he was here, he was good enough to hold up. Let's just be honest. When he was here, what was that, 4 years ago? He was here?
This Watson third year, so 3 years.
Yeah, I'm talking 4 years ago he was
before Watson got here?
Yeah, before them seasons he was here 4 years ago. Fitzpatrick was good enough to lead a team throughout a 16-game NFL season. Now I ain't saying he would have won the Super Bowl or even made the playoffs, but they could have managed.
And every team that he's played for said the exact same thing you just said until they realized he couldn't.
Yeah,
Buffalo thought that, Miami thought that, Tampa Bay thought that.
But the thing about it is he's still here. He's still he on the roster today as we speak.
Drew Stanton's still here too, but everybody know he ain't ready to lead.
Yeah, but the only thing was Fitzpatrick got out of hand about 2 weeks ago, and they couldn't take it no more. That's the only reason he ain't starting.
Matt Schaub's to the league.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So they had somebody that could have let Deshaun develop, take 2 years to learn the system, develop, 2 years to get him some offensive linemen in there. Somebody's going to. So I'm going to tell you something right now about Deshaun Watson. He's not going to make it throughout the season.
But what I'm saying is that
he's not going to make it this year. First of all,
that's quite possible with the line they got. But every young quarterback that comes into the league now, they throw him out there to the wolves.
No.
Baker Mayfield last year. They did it with Andy Dalton.
Hold up.
They doing it with Daniel Jones in New York.
But the reason why, let me tell you, I understand what you're saying, but the reason why they throw Baker out there because they had nobody else. No one else that could have played.
That's why they got Baker.
Exactly. But and waited a year or two before he had to go out there.
Based on your premise, because you said they had nobody else in front of them. If you have a capable quarterback on your roster, you're not going to draft a Baker Mayfield or Deshaun Watson.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, you have
If Eli had been capable this season, they would have never put this new cat in.
Yeah.
Because no, not this year. He wouldn't have played. No, Eli would have finished out his career. And let me tell you something. They actually should have got rid of Eli 3 seasons ago.
Right. I agree 100%.
But they had to wait till they could find a quarterback for a suitable replacement that they thought could get in there. And what they wanted to do was bring him in and develop him behind Eli because they thought Eli had a year or 2 left in him. But Eli is garbage right now.
Right.
He can't move like he used to. He can't make the throws he used to make. Oh, I mean, I'm just saying he can't move like he used to.
He broke up. Yeah.
He can't make them throws like he used to. He can't do a out route out in the flats. He can't throw that rock out there.
Sure, but I make him do no bootleg.
Yeah, he out. Oh man, you might as well put me out there. Let me try to do it. If you gonna put Eli out there and let him do it, and Lord knows I'm slower than cold syrup. Ain't nothing I could do out there. But the thing is, he can't even throw that flat route. Let me tell you something. Out there, that 4-yard, 5-yard out route to a running back is one of the hardest throws in the NFL, brother, because that ball travels so far across there, and that angle for that defense back to cut under and take it to the house for 6. You throw that thing out there, lob it out there, and watch what happens.
It's coming. Too much is gonna go out of bounds.
Yeah, it's going out of bounds.
You don't put enough.
That's one of the hardest throws in the NFL, brother. Any level of football, to be honest with you. And Eli can't make that throw no more. And that is a staple as a quarterback. You have to be able to make that throw in the NFL or you can't play.
So let me ask you this then. With that said, everything you just said, why would you feel like they wouldn't start Daniel Jones knowing everything you just said about Eli Manning at some point?
But that didn't really manifest itself until this season. Eli had a decent season last year.
Every quarterback we've named so far, the good ones, we mentioned Russell Simmons. Shout out to Devin.
Run DMC.
We mentioned Russell Wilson, Watson, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Daniel Jones.
Right.
There's a couple others we probably mentioned. All of these guys started their rookie year. Every last one of them, at some point in their rookie year, started. They don't develop quarterbacks anymore.
Oh, they have. They try to. But a lot of times you have to get out. You know, if competition breeds excellence, and if you got a quarterback who can't step up to the competition, then it's time to make a change. And that's just when you're in the NFL as an owner, you want to put and a GM, you want to put the best product you can on that field, because that product you put on the field is directed financially up in them stands. Because let me tell you something, if you lose 4 or 5 games in a row, ticket sales go down, brother. Immediately. Not only ticket sales, ain't that many beers. I'm talking about unless you're in Green Bay or Kansas City or something.
Texas has been
let the Texans lose
trash years ever.
No.
219. 219 to talk. 219 to talk. 219 to talk. 219 to talk.